What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Welcome back to another YouTube video. Today's another trade recap on how we actually dubbed today. So this week was actually one of the best weeks of my trading career whole time, bro. Like honestly, this week has been so good. Took around 3 trades this week only. We didn't take a trade Monday nor Wednesday, but we did dub on Tuesday. Huge dub on Tuesday. Break even on Thursday. I forgot to post a trade recap, but I went on tilt this day because instead of pressing sell, I pressed buy, and then it fucked up my risk, and then I just left when I was at my entry point. But today we hit a nice dub of 783, and right now we're up 2K on the week. And bro, remember when I was down 1.2K on my account? Look at my balance now. Look at my balance now, 1.5K. I've decided not to request like a small little payout. It's a payout still. I want to build this 2K buffer, and then with this 2K buffer, I'm gonna just request every time I get to 1.5K. 5 winning days. Never mind. I need 5 winning days, so. But gonna be risking 500 from now on. But we're at 1.5K, and this right here's the trade that I took. Right, I did take this same exact trade on eval, which I'm gonna explain there and explain this trade obviously. But it was a nice 1-4 risk to reward. We hit TP in I don't even know, but this was a pretty good trade, very discretionary wise. And I want to go over why I went break even here, why I shouldn't have gone break even here, like discretionary wise, later on. So let's get into this trade recap. Here are the executions for this trade right here and right here. Hit TP, and I posted a video that actually went pretty viral. So yeah, let's get on with today. So starting with the bias. Oh my god, bro, I got so bad. I didn't hit TP. Oh my god, and I took an L on the freaking eval, but we're still up a band on it. But it doesn't matter. I'm so freaking mad. But coming to today, I wanted to be bullish, right? Of course, I wanted to be bullish. Daily just looking bullish. Ever since we tapped into this daily gap, we got that continuation play. Boom, we're going. We're going, right? So daily just is confirming my bias that I want to be bullish this whole entire week. And I think Monday should be a pretty good day to trade because I think we will take out these draws sometime next week, bro. Because from after we take these draws here, I expect us to, get that reversal down. Because ever since, you can go to the weekly, we took out this weekly low inside of a weekly gap. So that's a weekly intermediate low. And as you guys can see, ever since we took that and swept that, we've been just going up nonstop. So I expect us to take out these draws. I don't think, we can go to all-time highs, but I don't think we will, honestly. I think we will just take this out and then get that reversal point. Because up here we have a daily high that's also a daily high and also an unmitigated daily fair value gap. And right above is a 4-hour intermediate high right here. So I think we'll take this out and it's relative equal. So I think we'll take those out. What the hell is this? Alright, my thing's glitching, I guess. But yeah. So let's get on with this trade recap. So for my bias today, wait, I think I just bugged out. But for my bias, before we were down here, this 4-hour candle, which made a beautiful flip, was down here. So this is what I was thinking. Yeah, maybe we could take out this high time frame LRL that day, but I wanted to save this after we took out all this and then go down taking out all this LRL. But I was fine if it wanted to take it out that day or next week because we were looking like we were going to inverse this 4-hour bearish gap. Why? And why was I thinking that? First, we took out previous day's highs, already got a good reaction with that candle already flipping down, and we still had that SMT with the 4-hour intermediate high, which is relative equal highs. So I could expect it to come down there. And what I was thinking is I was very neutral, right? So this is the 4 hour, right? If we were to inverse it, then obviously I look for some type of continuation down. Or if we weren't gonna inverse it, I look for us to go higher, obviously, right? But I was neutral on the day, and I just needed to wait for 10 a.m. to confirm that bias, or like around 10:45, see how we're displacing through it or respecting it. And then on the hourly here, I see that we took out this hourly gap inside of an hourly bullish fair value gap. So I don't know. Maybe we were going to disrespect it or not. But this is a very nice sweep of liquidity, and it was already giving good reactions. Now, that was my bias. I was pretty neutral for today. Again, I could see all this getting taken out, but like I wanted to save it after we like take all this. So, market opens. Market opens, and what happens? All right, we're already pumping. At first, I didn't want to see London highs getting taken out if I was going to be bearish, because London highs to me is high resistance. We took out previous day's highs with it, so London manipulated up, and then I was going to see the continuation down, and we have an SMT at the highs. So for me, London highs are high resistance liquidity. So if I was going to see that getting taken out, I would want to see what we do after, either get a continuation up, or we get that continuation down, because I was only looking for a continuation today. So we end up taking out that London high, obviously, and then with that, we had a 15-minute here below and a 15-minute right here. But around here, I was already willing to take some longs. It was 9:30, 9:35, 9:45. So I marked out equilibrium from this low to this high right here. And I didn't want price to just reverse off this 5-minute gap. Hold on, let me delete this. So that blue line is equilibrium right here, right? So I'm going to delete this. And I didn't want to see price just reverse off this premiumed 5-minute gap. So what I wanted to see is us at least hit equilibrium and this 5-minute gap, which it did, and it created a 15-minute below. But the reason why I didn't really care about that 15-minute is because we tapped into equilibrium of this range and this 5-minute gap. So we tapped into the equilibrium and the most discounted 5-minute fair value gap, and we're getting very good reactions. And this is where I already got my long for today. Right here with this 3-minute inversion, after we also tapped into this 3-minute, we're respecting this 3-minute as well. So I know bullish order flow is getting respected and bearish order flow is getting disrespected. Why was bearish order flow getting disrespected? When we inverted this 3-minute gap. So, and it was a 4-minute, but on Project X, it doesn't have a 4-minute. So I had to test my luck here and go with the 3-minute. Then we got that. No SMTs at the lows, whatever. But this is a nice continuation long, which I really liked. So 3-minute inversion, I entered risking 500. Stop loss at the body candle closure. TP for the eval was the daily unmitigated fair value gap and high. But on my XFA, which I want to strictly go for the 1-to-1s or wherever my target is, I was targeting, it's here. I was targeting this 4-hour high right here, because that was obviously super obvious it was going to get taken out. So I just targeted that high right there. And as you can see, we hit TP on my XFA in like 12 minutes, I'm pretty sure. 3, 6, 9, 12, never mind, not 12 minutes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18 minutes. So that's not too bad. Then TP, what I said here. And then my break-even spot. Now, before I entered this trade, there was an SMT at this high. But why wasn't I fading this setup? Because of my discretion. I knew with this bullish order flow, how we respected bullish and disrespecting bearish, I knew we would just disrespect that high, disrespect that SMT. Now, honestly, I shouldn't have gone break even. Now that I'm like thinking about it, why shouldn't I have gone break even? This is a very mechanical break even, because if there was an SMT at that high, that would be like where I can expect rejection or whatever. And then if we disrespected SMT, I know that bullish order flow is still getting respected, and we're still disrespecting bearish. So I shouldn't have gone break even there, but I'm lucky it didn't go back to my entry point, because we could have anticipated it go back to my entry point, then go to TP. And luckily it didn't. So yeah, I would have been mad if I were to get break even and then it goes to my TP. But yeah, hit TP on the XFA. Now with my eval, it was a little bit different. I had to go for this daily unmitigated high / fair value gap, because I needed to make 1.3K to pass this account. Now, as you can see, it got so close, and I got so mad because we made S&T at these highs. I don't know why. I didn't really care about the S&T at those highs. Patty took those shorts here. I don't see why you'd short here, honestly, when we have a daily high above us right here, a daily unmitigated fair value gap, literally 12, is that 12 ticks or 12 points, whatever, right above us. So I don't know why. Blake was going to take this, right? Blake took this. Same idea, but TradingView was bugging at the time for him. But yeah, then I started to micro scale, where I just added in contracts and loaded my TP. And then I got break even at this trade because my entry was around here, and then I got break even. So 0 on that trade. I honestly should have just not, because my stop loss was in profit for 500, so I should have just kept that. But then after we got break even on that, there was still a long opportunity. Why? Because since we edged this high, I see a continuation long playing out still. And we have this buy side, and generating buy side right here towards this daily high / fair value gap. Now, what happens here is that we come down, we fill in this 15-minute fair value gap. I don't think we filled the 30-minute. Yeah, 15-minute gap and other 5 minutes. So I can see a continuation long playing out from here. So I dropped down to the 30-second, which was the highest time frame inversion. And what happened here? We got a beautiful close from this 30-second inversion. Beautiful close. So I enter right here, risking 500. Now my stop loss was at the wick because it was like 500 risk. And then TP around here because I need to make 1.3K again. And people saw a 4-minute gap and like went break even and got break even. Luckily they got break even. Like obviously took an L. But the reason why I didn't go break even, and I learned this from Ronan, which is he's a GOAT, bro, is that 4-minute gap, what is it defending? Low resistance liquidity, making that 4-minute gap low resistance, making it insignificant. So we could definitely see some rejection from the 4-minute gap, but mechanically it's a good break even. But discretionary wise, we can just see it break even and then boom, go to our target. Now, of course, I hit stop loss, but it happens a lot. And when I used to go mechanically break even, I have a high break even like statistic. So I started going break even like when I hit a 1-to-1, or when I feel like, okay, we should just push past this and then whatever. But that 4-minute gap is just defending low resistance, making it insignificant and low resistance. So I didn't see why I'd go break even there. But yeah, I think I explained everything. Let me see. That's basically it for today. I'm not mad at all. We're still up a band on the eval, which I don't mind at all with this loss, because this loss, I learned a lot from this loss and this trade right here. And it was a very overall good trade. Important thing is my XFA is up now. So eval is going to come with time, but XFA is we're getting a payout this month, hopefully, if the summer price action is good, And yeah, that's basically it for the trade recap. If you guys want to join my Discord, I did not post a daily bias on my Discord Friday because I woke up like 10 minutes before market open, and we're still able to caught this dub. But yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, link is in the description. Make sure you guys go follow my other socials, TikTok and Instagram. Link in the description. And make sure, guys, if you go buy an account with Alpha Futures, use my code for 10% off on all the accounts using code JC. Link is going to be in the description. So I'll see you guys. Trade safe, and I'll see you guys on Monday if we end up taking a trade. Peace, God bless, and enjoy your guys' weekend.